What's up, this is Nak3d Eli, the mostly unclothed gamer, bringing you a Road to MLG video on the sniper rifle. If you're new to my Road to MLG series, it's meant to help players improve their competitive skill level. Right now we're on level 2, focusing on your individual skill set. I've started recording audio in-game with my Astros so I can pump these out quicker. From now on, planning to do 1 or 2 every week. So with that, here's how to use the sniper rifle competitively in Halo Reach.
Alright, so this is going to be a little bit more casual than previous Road to MLGs, just so I can pump these out a little bit quicker. So basically with sniping, you want to be a little more aggressive. That's the main point. In default Reach, people like to sit back at their sniper or somewhere in their base. If you do that in MLG, their team is going to be able to move up. It's basically a 4-on-3 in the middle if you're not helping. So you want to try and push up, be aggressive, and take out the spawners. A lot of snipers like to line up their shots. If they see an enemy coming or they predict an enemy is going to be in a certain place, they'll have the snipe there already, and then it's just really easy. The headshot's already lined up, and you just snipe them as soon as they go there. Okay, so positioning in Halo Reach is extremely important. If you have snipe in their hut, you are one of the biggest threats to them. You can see their rock spawn, you have some cover from their court spawn, and you can also snipe them on their flag. So unless they know you're here, you can get a good couple headshots off before they even see you. And that's basically what snipers do, is they try to always position themselves in sneaky areas where they're not getting shot. If you are getting shot at, oftentimes they'll pull out the DMR and just DMR and help your teammates DMR. You know, if like you're in a 2v1 with your buddies, you don't want to try and snipe the guy, miss twice, and have your teammate die because he wasn't helping you. So a huge part of sniping in MLG is being able to snipe under pressure. You're usually never going to be able to just sit back without people knowing where you are. So you try to learn how to no-scope, quick-scope, and just hit difficult shots. No-scoping is kind of an art form. If you have the snipe out, you have to hit the perfect shot. There is no aim assist, unlike with the DMR, you notice that it's sort of pulled by whichever direction Chris is moving right here. So no-scoping is a little bit harder than just, say, hitting a shot with the DMR. With the no-scope, you want to try and hit the head, obviously, and it's a huge hitbox in Reach compared to previous games. So like just what we saw right there, with them strafing back and forth, people typically will go back to where they were earlier. So you can sort of just wait for them to come back and then line up the shot. Whoop, whoop, fail, fail. Hit. Also, the range for no-scoping is sort of right here from mid-P into ring. It's right where we see the reticule is red. If I move back enough, you see it's not red anymore. And so, Chris, you're really distracting, by the way. But this is about the range. If you're beyond that, then you want to scope in. That's more of a quick scoper lining up the shot. Also, a lot of people like to use the right analog stick to no-scope, but that, I think, makes it more difficult. What a lot of players do is use their left and right, left analog stick to strafe left and right, and that can help them line up the shot just a little bit easier. If Mike were to be moving left or right. Okay, so that's no scoping, but with quick scoping, there actually is some aim assist, kind of like we saw with the DMR earlier. But you do get scoped out when you start getting shot. So a lot of people like to quick scope, trying to hit those shots with sort of a flick last second, sort of predicting where they're going to move. This works in their strafes. You have to make a small last second adjustment, or if you're just going all the way across map and hitting those fast shots. But quick scoping is a little bit easier than no scoping because of this aim assist, but you have to be scoped in. So if you're taking fire from more than one enemy, it's usually not a good idea to try to quick scope because you're not going to be in your scope very long to be able to hit those shots. So part of quick scoping is predicting where they're going to be. If you see them coming into tunnel, it's a lot easier to hit the shots because they have such a limited area to go, you know. It's very easy especially to hit a body shot or two. And that's another thing in sniping, is try to hit body shots if you can't hit the headshots at all, because then your teammates can at least clean them up if they're under pressure. Whereas if you're just trying to hit headshots and missing everything, you're not doing anything to help your team. So on most maps, it's good to have height advantage, especially off the spawn. If you're on their P, for example, and they're spawning in their rocks, you can take cover, and it's hard to hit you with grenades or anything like that, and you can wait until you can line up the shot for yourself. Hit him in the head, pull out the DMR, do whatever, but height advantage usually makes it easier to snipe because you have more cover and you're taking less fire. However, as for lining up the shots, usually people have a pretty good idea of what's like head level on the snipe, and so on level ground it's usually really easy to snipe unless you're me and you suck terribly. Sometimes snipers like to bounce shots off the ground. This usually, if you can't see them, like runway on pit, but it's also possible just to do it off the ground, maybe, possibly. There we go. Some structures you can snipe through. It's kind of ridiculous. Who am I sniping right here? There we go. Chris is dead. So this is a minor point, but if you use up all of the ammo in your clip, you have a longer reload time. Notice here how you cock back the middle of that sniper rifle, whereas if you have at least one bullet left and you reload, it doesn't do that cocking back thing in the middle. So I think some players, they will press YY to avoid this. So you can get that clip back and then just YY back into it. But it's just a small point to be aware of. And finally, if you have someone sniper and you are not playing on infinite ammo settings, you normally, let's say you're getting swarmed by 4 guys, you're the only one in their hut, you can just try and blow shots to use up their sniper rifles so that they can't use the ammo on you. Wow, you missed.
So that's just a few tidbits about the sniper rifle. Hope you learned something new and can apply it to improve your competitive gameplay. Next episode is going to be on the rocket launcher, grenade launcher, and plasma pistol, so subscribe if you haven't already. This is Nak3d Eli. Thanks for watching.